let's get into your.
We need to get into his stuff because you know what, like going through all of the bad stuff that we grew up.
Survive, man.
Survive. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the good stuff. Like I always knew. Remember from day, I was like, bro, you need to be on TV. I used to say this to him from when we was like 12 years old. I used to say it to him on the bus, like, you need to be on TV. Like one day you're gonna be on TV, and he used to just laugh it off. But then there was like kind of that. Could I be on TV? Then like I remember, obviously we all went our separate ways to different colleges, and then when you told me like, yeah, I'm in a drama school now and I'm doing this, I was like, yeah, this guy's gonna go far, and I just always sensed it, like.
Yeah, man. Like, no, you always believed, man. From day. Like even though there was times we used to go home and you just randomly sing. I'm like, oh shit, like this guy's voice is mad. He's crazy, but his voice is mad, bro. But, nah, man. But yeah, just go into man.
What's your recent project?
So what's out now is something on Channel 4 called The Curse. That comes out every Sunday. So episode 4 is dropping on Sunday, but you can catch it all on all 4.
Is this with the one with those radio guys?
People just do nothing.
People just do nothing.
Link should be in the description.
Corrupt FM.
Corrupt FM.
So animal stuff are.
I'm definitely to check.
You go check with Steve Stamp, Tom Davis. They're amazing, and it's hilarious, man. The show's really cool, and I got a part in there, which is dope. So that's that's what's out now, and I've got a couple other things coming out soon. Things I'm not allowed to say, man.
That's good, man. That's good.
Actually, there's an Amazon thing coming out like in autumn, and then like a Disney Plus thing coming out in the fall and stuff like that, which is sick, man. But yeah, it's dope, man. It's been so cool, man. Such a blessing. And when I but people like you who knew from time, and you, of course, because me and Ilmi went to Identity Drama School together, we were there at the same time as people like John Boyega, Letitia Wright, Malachi Kirby, Toby Thackeray. Do you know what I mean? Like later on, I think you were left, but like Damson Idris joined like shortly after. So all of these, we were there all the same times. You know what I'm saying? So I hold tight all of them. Do you know what I mean?
I left when I went to uni. I kind of just wrapped up acting. I really did. After that year, I left for Kent, and I kind of just never looked back with acting, and that's kind of how I got into like production and whatnot. But yeah, man, carry on, bro.
Yeah. So it's it's amazing, man, to have something, and like to be honest, like I knew I wanted to do this acting thing from when I was 8 years old, but I didn't know what it was called or how you got there. I saw the TV and I saw where I was sitting. I'm like, I don't understand. It took me till I was like in year 9 or 10 to realise that there were things called auditions and stuff like that.
Then that play.
Exactly, I did this play, And man, it was just like, the amazing thing about knowing what you want to do from young and kind of also being ignorant, it means that you don't know how hard it is. So you're just jumping in. So by the time I heard about drama school, I didn't have all the history of like what drama school was. So I wasn't looking at it like, oh my God, this thing. I was just like, okay, I'll go here. Whereas people that knew about drama school from when they were 8 years old have been like, oh, this is like the best drama school in the world. How the fuck am I going to get in there? So yeah, I got in there, and literally from then, like, I was there for 3 years, left in 2016, and like, thankfully I've just been acting ever since, doing loads of theatre at first. And yeah.
What, you left Identity at 20?
I left Identity. I used to go back and forth with Identity whenever I had the money.
Identity was like a part-time.
Yeah, it was part-time. So whenever I had the money, I'd go. And this is when I was still studying English literature at uni, so I'd use any little student loan to do that. But then I got into the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, which it's a really notable drama school with like loads of really notable alumni that went there, and just amazing facilities. And you're there like eating, sleeping, breathing, acting like from 8 in the morning, sometimes to 9, 10 at night. Monday to Saturday. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's intense, man.
Yeah, it was intense.
School was quite intense.
But I personally had the best time. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, other than
Would you say for inspiring actors that want to actually start getting into acting, what would you say is the best way to get into this? Would you say going down to the drama school route, or just literally trying to fish out for like casting calls and doing self-tapes?
He's an actor as well, by the way.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Bear in mind as well, bear in mind also on that, the time and age we're in, and what kind of things that we have access to as well. So, but yeah, go on.
Because like recently, I just came back from, I done an extra for an MI5 scene for a a little short film called Trust. It's on Amazon, directed by Kush Bailey. I believe that's his name. Yes. So I know how it is of the amount of hours you need to be there because you need to do retakes and retakes and retakes. So for yourself, like, how do you go about your process? Of do you do like self tapes, or you just go and look for an audition and you just try and go for it?
Yeah, I think for the first part of the question, in terms of like what's the best route, for me, I think it's just about getting up and doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? Me personally, my route in my head wasn't to go to drama school. Partly because I never knew it existed. So I saw the people around me and I thought, okay, like, what did these people do? I never heard of drama school, do you know what I'm saying? And but, you know, some of the best actors who are, you know, living right now, and especially young black actors from the UK, never went to a formal drama school, but they definitely trained. They trained by being on a job or going to classes and stuff like that. And, you know, like Danny Kaluuya, who also went to Aloysius. You know what's so weird? Here's the weird thing about Aloysius.
Had so many great people.
Our school was brugger down. Like, I'm talking ghetto of ghetto. Do you get me? Like, literally.
Every man was talented.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? Whole time, CJ Beckford's another one. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Got Tay Cabs now doing this thing on YouTube.
Yeah, Arinze Kene, like, who's like actual genius. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and of course you. Do you know what I'm saying? Peter from Pastor America.
Would you say that's
Specs Gonzalez?
Oh yeah.
He went Aloysius.
Specs when Aloysius.
Was he there?
No, he was there before we got there. But it's so interesting because I watch him and I'll be like, this sounds like us. So realize like this sort of stupid way of talking. Like, do you know what I mean?
The generation.
It's a weird thing about Aloysius. But anyway, I'd mentioned that to say I wanted to be like who I could see. And at that time, the most visible person was Danny Kaluuya. He was a couple years above us and he'd done Skins. Do you know what I'm saying? And it was like, okay. And I heard he went to Anna Shares, which became, so I went there, you know, part-time and stuff like that. But I think like, the reason I went to drama school was partly because I didn't know any other way at that point. I tried every other way, and I tried identity. I couldn't get into the agency.
I think that's one of the things that kind of
discouraged you.
Discouraged me. That's what I was encouraged. Discouraged. Yeah, it discouraged me. So because we used to do like after every term. After every term, we used to do like showcases and whatnot, and I would get like good praises from him. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, you look this, you look that." You know, he'll give me my pointers and whatnot, and he always kind of put me down and say, "Oh yeah, you're not ready for da 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 da."
Yeah, I had that as well.
Yeah, so and then I was just like, "Yo, how much more money do you want me to put into this fucking into your drama school before you actually give man a chance?" Because I knew, like, and no arrogance, bro. Like, I knew I was good at what I was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was, bro. Yeah, he was. Yeah, our class was strong.
Yeah, our class was strong. Yeah, come on, man. That's where it came from, man. But you know, I always knew like I had something that I could offer something really, really different to all the guys that was there. You know, I had that. I had a different look to everyone there. You know, I had that kind of East African, the Arab. I can mingle. Yeah, like I could play a fucking terrorist. Yeah. Not that I wanted to play a terrorist, but
that was all the roles.
That was all the roles, but, you know what I'm saying? But you get where I'm coming from. Like I could offer the agency something different.
Yeah.
Hold on, but would you ever see yourself, you know, getting back into acting one day?
I've always kind of had this conversation with myself, you know. Like I feel like I definitely entertain the idea of writing something for myself and maybe potentially doing it independently, directing it or whatnot. I think I'm capable of that now because of what I have access to and like the people I can potentially pull in to help put a project together. So I've definitely entertained an idea of going back into acting, but I've not kind of sat down and be like, okay, yeah, this is the project. I'm going to do this now. Like I would love to do it because it's like a muscle memory. And I know if I train that a little bit, it will come back.
Yeah, man, it's telling stories, man, which you are doing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely.
I know, like, in the acting world, it's like you would get 1,000 yeses before you get that one.
No, you mean 1,000 no's.
1,000 no's. I wish, boy. I wish.
Yeah, you get 1,000 no's.
Yeah.
And when you get that, like that yes, it's like, boom, right, I'm in the door.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And that's the thing is you need that one project that gets you in the door, that exposes you to all these different avenues and different companies and different people, so that they can be like, okay, yeah, maybe he could be good for that role. Because the pool of black actors in the scene is not that much. So if you stand out, you stand out. You know what I mean? That's why Daniel Kaluuya, not Daniel, it's Daniel Kaluuya. No, Daniel Kaluuya.
Daniel Kaluuya, yeah.
Yeah, Star Wars.
No, it's John Boyega.
John Boyega.
So racist, man.
They all look alike to me.
All
man.
look alike to me. Daniel Kaluuya is a Wakanda guy, isn't it? Yeah. Get me out. Get out.
Get
Get out.
Right, this guy's racist. That's like the one black film you have to watch. All my days.
Look at Ashley Thomas. What's his name? A.K.A. Bashi.
Bashi, yeah. It's another one.
Super gone clear.
He's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
He's very
You know what I'm
good.
saying?
Yeah, man. No, hold tight all them actors, man.
Yeah,
They're-
What was the
they're
first? When was the moment where you realized, shit, like my foot is in the door now, like.
great.
That's a good question, yeah.
There's a couple moments. I think the first time was when I got into drama school. Because when I was auditioning, the first time I auditioned, I didn't get in. And I lied to my mum that I was still going to university. So I dropped out of uni. I didn't even tell you this. I dropped out of uni. I was in my third year of an English literature degree at Westminster. At Westminster Uni. I got really sick. I was in hospital for a couple of weeks. And when I got out, the reading list was mad. And I was like, but I actually want to act. And if I sit down and concentrate to do this degree, I'm scared I'm going to have to use it. Do you get me? So I just thought, okay. I didn't tell no one. I told maybe Jerome, my boy Jerome, and one other person maybe, that I dropped out. My mum still thought I was going to uni. She thought I was going to graduate that year. She was trying to buy me a tuxedo for my graduation. Do you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I was literally barefaced lying to her because I knew that if I told her that, I felt she was going to kill me. Do you get me?
Yeah. Going back to the other story.
So exactly. So my idea was like, I'm going to get into this drama school and say, Mum, I dropped out of uni, but I'm going to the best drama school in the world. That was my plan. On my birthday, I got the letter. So I got to the final round. On my birthday, I got the letter, which my mum, obviously back in the day, my mum would always open my mail. Yeah. She read the letter saying, I'm so sorry you've not been accepted into this drama school. So from then she realised that I dropped out of university. Do you know what I mean? She gave me a blind that day. She didn't really get on to me because it was my birthday and obviously I was heartbroken. Yeah. But it took me a whole other year of hell of hating my guts, thinking I'd thrown my future away to get into drama school. So when I got into drama school at that point, then I really knew what drama school was. I realised how many thousands of people were trying to get into this place. And I didn't know I was going to make it because I got in there, but I knew like I'm going to get all the tools possible to become who I want to become. Do you know what I mean? So I think that was probably the first moment. And then after that, like the first time I booked a job and I got paid to act. So that was on stage and I was like, oh wow, like, okay, cool. Like this is what it is. Yeah. But I think most actors will tell you like, you never feel like, I think maybe 0.5% of actors really feel like, I'm here and I'm here to stay. Yeah. Everyone, do you know what I mean, really feels like, you know, you're only as good as your last job. And it's such a attractive industry because you're literally getting to live your dreams, you know what I mean? And to be able to pay rent from living your dreams is a luxury that is 0.01% of the world have. 100. So everyone's trying to do it. So you just have to keep on hoping that you get that next job, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Absolutely.
And it's such a yo-yo career because it's just like you can keep going on for like 3 months and then you won't get to your next gig after like 8 months.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah, and that could be for someone that's doing relatively well.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, it's definitely a hustle, but for me, it's very worthwhile.
As it, what's the correlation between you doing like stage work and TV work now? Like what art do you do more at the moment?
Right now, I'm doing screen more. Okay. And that's for 2 reasons. One, well, probably 3 reasons. 1, it pays more. 2, the pandemic. Yeah. And 3, when I first left drama school, I was only doing pretty much theatre. Okay. And I love them both equally, do you know what I mean? They bring different things, and I think theatre is like this magical thing, do you know what I mean? And I have like a dream of being able to get.
I was doing Othello.
Yeah, that was my first job when I left drama school.
At the train station, I was like, damn, my boy.
Damn. Was it a poster there?
It was a poster in Highbury and Islington Station.
Shit.
I saw your face there, like, I was walking past, and I just got a glance, and I was like, no, I know that head from anywhere. I turned around, I was like, I literally took a picture of it, and I sent it to the, we have the group chat, and everyone was like, oh, Abraham, man, I'm so proud of him. Everyone was like, yeah.
That's amazing, man. Yeah. So that was you know, my first theatre job, and I did loads of back-to-back theatre and then worked and just learned how to do it more. And I'm still learning, to be honest. I'm still wanting to do more theatre in the future. But right now with the pandemic, it's sort of like, actually, I'm feeling quite fortunate that I'm into screen. But I love them both equally. I wouldn't be able to choose one.
I went to I'm not sure what I'm messing about. I went to a theatre yesterday. I went to the Yard Theatre. I was mentioning earlier. I went and saw The Unfinished Man. Just a little plug there. If you guys want to see it's a good show. It's a bit weird. I don't want to give the plot away, but you should definitely go and watch it. And this is the second time I went to the Yard Theatre to watch something live as well. And sitting down, bro, like, obviously having the background, I'm like, I get the urge, I get those butterflies. I'm like, this is deep. Like, you get, because you're sat there, I mean, you're acting, you're on stage here, bro, and you've got every single person in that theater, their attention is on you. Like, literally every move you make, everything that comes out of your mouth, every every aspect of you is being watched, and they want to find out the difference between is that him acting or is that him flopping? You know what I'm saying? It's like that. Because obviously me, I've got a sharper eye now, and I'm watching for the mistakes. You know, not necessarily mistakes, but I want to know if he's flopped a line or if he's if a part is really good. I'm appreciating that art from a different level than these guys who are just coming to enjoy a show and then go yard.
Actually been there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so I've been on that stage, not particularly that stage, but on a stage, and I've performed in front of people, and I know how mad of an experience it is, bro. Like, the butterflies before you start a show, it used to wreck me, bro.
It's so nerve-wracking, isn't it?
Bro, when I before even going to drama school, like when I used to do the hybrid stuff, when I used to act in school,
I remember.
Bro, those butterflies before, like, when everyone's just coming into the auditorium, as much as you know your lines, like, you start kind of doubting yourself, but then as soon as you get on stage, everything's gone. Like, you're there, like
in
everything in the zone, literally. Like, that's how I used to be. Like, as soon as I literally touch stage, I remember everything, like, because it's clockwork for you at this point, because you've done it for so long, you've rehearsed for so long. Obviously, you might get something wrong here, something wrong there, but a lot of the nerves used to just leave me, and I used to love that stage.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. And I think any art, especially art that's like performed in the moment, gives you that feeling. Like, same with sports. You know what I mean? I think that's a similar feeling. I think we've all felt it when we're playing sports. Maybe not me, you know what I mean? Maybe I wasn't. I banged goals, but
You're doing your thing.
You're
doing your thing at Woodhouse as well.
I would say, like, the stage acting and like screen acting is so different experience. Obviously, I haven't done much screen acting, but stage acting I knew was so authentic because everything was happening then and there.
Yeah, you can't go back, you can't pause.
You can't pause, you can't do a retake, nothing like that. It's like putting the TV on and then you're watching it from start to end right there and then. And it's a live performance.
Who did you have, Miss Hunter or the other lady? Remember, there was two drummers.
I had Miss Sutton for a while.
Yeah, you had Miss Sutton.
Miss Sutton for a while. She loved me off. Like, she'll put me up for every, like, all the school plays are like, you're in it. She used to love me off. Good old times. I'm here with a fellow actor. I mean, I don't really watch Adrian as an actor. Just I'm joking.
Don't worry, you'll see me real soon.
That's the mad thing again. Just going back, you're talking about you lot had two drama school teachers.
Yeah.
We didn't have none.
No.
That's the mind-boggling thing about St. Anna Wishes. By the time we got to year 9, there was no drama.
Oh man,
it was scrapped. Didn't
Yeah, it was scrapped. We had a drama segment, and sometimes what's his face on Flawless would come. Marlon will come for Flawless and teach us how to dance. We didn't have acting classes.
Fair play to Hybrid Grove. We were like a very artsy school because we had drama, we had art, we had music, we had enrichment where every Friday.
I heard about enrichment.
I heard about that.
I thought people brought you food or something.
Okay.
I feel like you were nourished.
A lot of us.
I wouldn't mind that back then.
A lot of us used to do DJing.
Yeah,
we had the DJs.
Didn't have that in our
live
school.
link.
So every Friday, we had a half day, and then we had a shit list of like bare different activities you can pick from there. So every Friday we'd have a half day, and then for the second part of the day you do like cool activities. And I used to do a lot of boxing. And then the DJ sets or like classes were just going off. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry was in there.
Yeah, bro.
Literally.
Oh my God.
I even would go there and put my head in there and be like, what's going on here? The likes of like Musical D and them, man, they used to run that place. Like it was hard. So we had that advantage as well. Some schools cater to like to the creative urges of like students, so they have like a department of arts and departments of crafts and like if I didn't have art and drama, I would have failed at every single subject in school.
No, speak on it, man, because that's literally what this government is
so
trying to shut down.
Like, I
so
swear
important.
to God, if there was no drama and art, I would never gone to college. I've never gone to uni because I finished school and I failed everything except drama and art, and I thankfully was able to use that to go into my sixth form and then retake English and maths. I retook English and maths, and thankfully I passed them. But then the two subjects that were carrying me were the arts. So I took that into college, and I finished college. I finished sixth form, and thankfully I passed. I got like two B's and a C or whatever. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I did enough to like have enough credit to go to uni, innit? But I then that's where I decided that I wanted to go drama school first. Tried out for drama school for a couple of auditions. Actually, I did one audition, and that was the Surrey one. What's that school called?
Guildhall. School of Music and Drama.
Yeah, it's a really good school.
Sorry, Guildford.
Guildford.
Yeah.
Guildford. So that I went and applied for that. I had like 5 different auditions, like one in Manchester, one in Liverpool, one in mad different places. But I cancelled all of them. I wanted to go to Guildford because I remember that year I did like a workshop there for 2 weeks, and I loved the area. It was like nice. It was like retired white people, but it's nice and quiet. It's different from where I was coming from, bro. Like it was the air was fresh. The air was fresh, bro. Like, you know when you breathe in the air, you're like, wow.
Yeah, wait till you get there and you have a white person saying you're breathing too much. You're taking like, get back to it. Can you not do that, please?
You know
Close the African nostrils.
Yeah, go back to the hood. Go back to the ghetto.
You know what? I just feel like everybody's stories were so similar. Like, it was just exactly the same. Like, I have to give thanks to I had 2 art teachers. Do you understand? Mr. Shannon and Miss Sylvester. Like,
they in the same class, bro.
Same class. Are you sure? Or you wasn't the other one?
No, it was. I had Miss. Yeah, we had the same class, bro.
Grove boys, eh?
Yeah. Bare privilege, fam.
But like, you know what? But you see what?
Ladies.
With them, but you know what it is? With them 2 teachers, yeah, not only like they were teachers, yeah, but it was like, they were like,
I think you had Mr. Fitzgerald.
Did they feel like?
No, I didn't have Mr. Fitzgerald.
Robin Williams.
At once I did. I got kicked out of his class.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then Mr. Shannon said, look,
they took him back.
And like, they will teach you stuff with the arts and the performing arts of like how this is going to help you outside school.
Did they feel like learning mentors as well?
Yes, exactly that. Do you understand? Yeah. Because I used to always think like, right, like, why are you always getting on to me? Like, why am I getting
Yeah.
But he will sit you down and be like, listen, like, if you do this and this and this, especially from like where you're coming from, and he's a white man, Scottish. Do you know what I'm saying? But he broke it down like, look, yo, at your position, like.
Yeah, shouts out to Mr. Shannon and
Miss Sylvester.
Good teachers are important.
It's gonna be problematic.
100%.
You understand? So it was just like
you need good
teachers.
If I can sit here and remember my school teachers and speak good on them, they've done a good job.
They've done a great job. They've done a great job, and they're so important.
It's so important, man. And shouts out to all the teachers that are trying to, shape the generation of the future, man.
I thought Hybrid Girl was more ghetto than that. We didn't have music. You know what music was? We'd be in a room watching Scream.
Yeah.
Not even Scream, Psycho. What are we watching Psycho for? What's that?
We used to watch some stupid music.
Weird films.
But you know what? It's mad.
Our school was ghetto, but your school just sounds like a fucking prison,
mad.
bro.
You know it was a prison. It was a prison,
bro.
It was Guantanamo Bay. Remember that's what
when it was
that's what Mr. Doherty said.
That's where he got the reputation from.
No, I was gonna say to you. Do you remember when people? I think I said in the last episode. I did actually. Do you remember when people used to get shape ups in school when we first started? There was the little corridor, you know, the first. Well, they're the art block.
Yes, that's where they do it in that chamber. And I remember when you said in that podcast, I said, yeah, we were in a prison. That was the prison.
Literally, that looked like a prison. Like that.
It looked like a prison. The whole thing, the school was like above, like hanging in the air above the fucking forest.
Mad.
It was a prison.
Mad.
It was a prison, and we got out.
And you know what?
Amen.
saying about innovators and performing arts, yeah. You know who I got to give credit to, bro? And I just recently watched the Kanye West documentary.
Amazing.
Let's give Ye a clap. Let's give Ye a clap, man. This guy's thinking like he's in a jazz club.
Amazing.
No, but
amazing.
Kanye.
I
watch episode 2.
I've not watched episode 2 yet, so we can't talk.
He has.
Okay, we can't talk
We're not going to talk about.
Yeah, I'm coming when I finish this. Don't say anything about episode 2.
I'm not going to talk about episode 2. I'm just going to talk about episode 1. It's just the fact that, obviously, bro, you know how much I love.
I don't necessarily think though you'd have.
Let me talk, nigga.
I don't. But I was gonna say like
That's
you. Want,
Kanye energy.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say you won't necessarily spoil anything for you.
I don't want to know.
No.
anything
No, but we don't want to know anything.
No, I actually would.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
it carries on, innit?
I don't even want to know if Kanye's in it. I don't want to know anything.
Because the documentary's so detailed, I would be like spoiling it for him because there's so many things that you don't know and how hard it was for him at that point in time.
Yeah.
Hey. We doing
What?
No, he's not spoiling
That's a
anything.
spoiler. I don't want to know. I said I don't want to know anything. I'm
not going into episode 2, bro. You know what happened. You know exactly what happened, bro.
I don't know
Man got me shook, bro. I was like, what the hell?
I don't want to know about what the film's called. I don't want to know who's
Have
in
you
it.
seen episode 1?
I've seen episode 1, but you're just talking about how I don't want to know anything.
You know episode 1, though.
Even if you're talking subconsciously, you know more. You know what I'm saying?
There's a certain energy that you're gonna use to explain it.
In episode 1, is that all right with you?
Yeah,
A little recap.
Little recap. In episode 1, what I got from it is that them man weren't really fucking with him in Rockefeller, bro.
No, they weren't.
Like him being remember when that guy stopped him? I think it was from Rucker's Records. And he was like-
I knew he was lying.
He was like, oh man, he was just gassing him up. But he said something very important, what I didn't deep, that Kanye is like Tribe Called Quest and Consequence and all the backpack rappers of that time, all from the early 90s. But he's also like the street guys, like Jay and Memphis Bleak and Beanie Siegel. Like he's in between, bro. But like he could make beats for Mos Def, but then make beats for Cameron, and it will still sound hard on either side. And it was like, raw, like Kanye was really
different. He changed everything. He changed everything. I love Kanye so much that I'm scared to say how much I love him because I don't want to get cancelled, fam. I love Kanye West, and I don't agree with everything that man's doing.
Yeah, cool.
And I think this is someone that is in the midst of he's been in the midst of a very slow and long mental breakdown. That's my opinion. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, I think people like him need help. Do you know what I'm saying? He's got a lot of power. He's too powerful for someone to help him right now.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But
100.
The thing about the documentary which really blew me away, which touched me in a deepest place, was the relationship he had with his mother.
Oh, beautiful, man.
That thing we all knew. That's when things changed.
Yeah, definitely.
But I didn't know the extent. His mum knew bars he'd forgotten
from school.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The support of having someone look at you and say, everything you really feel you are deep inside, that's exactly who you are. I've seen it. To have someone affirm you like that every day, that is one of the purest gifts.
Gives you that reassurance to say,
absolutely.
I'm that guy.
Yeah, so I can't imagine what it is to lose someone like that to him. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? I'm very blessed that my mum's still here. Do you know what I'm saying?
You know what? Like watching that, it kind of got me emotional because it reminded me of my dad in some sort of way because when I was down, I used to go to my pops and be like, oh, this is what's bothering me. And like my dad would know when something was bothering me without me even saying. Like I could just sit down in the living room and he'll be watching something and he'll turn off the TV and be like, yeah, what's wrong? You know what I mean? But and that's the sort of relationship he had with his mum. Like remember when the guy dissed him on the radio station and he was down about all of that situation. And she was like even when a giant looks in the mirror, he doesn't even see himself.
And you know what? You can see when he was having that conversation, when he went back to his mum's, and he's having that conversation with his mum, like you can see where he draws his energy from, where he gets his inspiration, his drive, his metaphor,
even his fashion sense,
his thought sense. Do you understand?
His mum is so well put together. Well put together.
And when she was speaking, it was like I felt like this woman was speaking to me.
Yeah, it was gospel. Yeah,
very clear. Her cadence was very on point. Like it was powerful.
That's the power. That's the power of a parent, man.
Yeah, very powerful.
He just loves, loves their child and believes in their child. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me, man.
How good all these guys were sleeping on family business and
nuts in it.
Jesus walks like Scarface saying, "Oh, you know, no, play the next one."
Yeah, I was like, what? Well, that's not a good moment for him now, bro.
Oh, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
But a lot of this stuff, we're kind of looking at it from a hindsight position, though.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we know how well and successful that song is now, but because we're looking at the beginning and like the early stages of it.
Yeah, of course.
It's like
Definitely.
a lot of these people would not have understood.
But it's about talent.
Yeah.
Because someone knew.
Yeah,
Someone knew. Someone knew.
My guy Kudi dropped his
whole career
career to come and go with Kanye, so he knew.
He knew.
Do you know what I mean?
He knew.
Jay knew. Do you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying, Jay.
No.
Boy.
Yeah,
Jay-Z knew. Do you know what I'm saying?
Dame knew.
Dame knew.
I think Dame Dash knew. Jay was
Jay was on the side.
Dame definitely knew.
Yeah, so it's an amazing documentary.
But when All Falls Down dropped, when we first listened to Unconscious Dropout,
yeah, it was amazing.
I think the thing
amazing.
that rapped me the most about that video was the just the whole aesthetic of it. Like when you saw his reflection at times and his hands and you know the
innovator.
He's an innovator. Kanye is an innovator, man.
It's amazing. Touch the Sky is my favorite, and that
the
brought me
Sky
on
is
to
powerful.
my favorite rapper, Lupe Fiasco. Man, he changed my life.
We was talking about him in the car.
We were just talking about this.
Really, he changed my life.
I want to know because listen, I haven't really listened to Lupe Fiasco.
Lupe is
I only know this kick push thing.
Yo.
But why?
Kick push
Because
thing.
the thing is,
So disrespectful.
I feel like he hasn't released
He hasn't.
that many
Did he
music
retire
to
for a bit?
become like
He's
a
not
legend.
retired. He just he got out of his label. I think it was Atlantic Records. He got out of, and it was passive with them. But like his first 2 albums, untouchable.
Yeah, they were cold.
This
I remember
guy-
his first album.
Different, just different. And
Really?
and he's Kendrick before Kendrick. He's Cole before Cole. In fact, Kendrick and Cole ain't nothing on Lupe. It's just that they had a better arrangement with their record deal, better marketing. They had a Lupe Fiasco to follow. And, I think one thing that lets Lupe down, in my opinion, after the second album, and actually after there's an album he has with a black cover, one of his last albums, where the production, in my opinion, lets him down.
Okay.
Where Kendrick and Cole, they have the best production. Do you know what I'm saying?
Kendrick's got Dre. J.
It's
Cole.
exactly. You know what I mean? I think
different
Lupe
guys.
never really. I don't think Lupe really got that backing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I wish he had like a Kanye with him, just like with him side by side. Like, okay, let's go. Because Lupe Fiasco, but also he's also bare smart. You know, I think he's happy. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think people who know Lupe. Do you know what I'm saying? I would definitely get into him if I was you. But I was saying again recently, just. It's all going back kind of full circle in terms of the conversations we're having about the fine lines that we tread as like people growing up in where we grew up to end up where we are now, end up in a different place.
Yeah.
I really feel like if I had listened to 50 more than Lupe, I'd be a different person.
Yeah.
Lupe made me want to like research things. I wanted to understand what the fuck he was talking about. So it got me onto like all this history and different figures and stuff like that. It made me walk at that very young age, with a different mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm 13 years old and I'm listening to Lupe every day.
Yeah.
It's a different situation than listening to someone else every day.
Yeah.
Not that will turn me into a bad breed necessarily, but it definitely made me want to be intellectual and made me want to be smart.
The message is different.
I mean,
the message
is different. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely.
I was listening to a lot of Pharrell and Neptune.
There you go. Oh, that makes sense.
And I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
wanted to like get into fashion. I really loved just looking swaggy.
When are you going to get into it?
Tomorrow. But I just loved like Skateboard P and his music.
Yeah, man.
And the fact that he was just different in hip hop at that time. There was a black guy on a skateboard and I thought, rah,
Yeah.
I could be different in my area. Like I don't have to be like everybody else. And that's what
True
resonates
say you're
to me.
swaggered on. You've been swaggered on from day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been swagging from day, man.
Love for that.
Yeah, for
Love
real,
for
man.
that.
You know what? It just goes to show how powerful like music really is because people listen, breathe, sleep, eat music. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like it provides such an energy and such a frequency where it changes like people's brain chemicals to think different and act different. Do you understand? Like when you're about to do,
But there's
like when you're about to do something, most people like on the way to do like a lick, they'll just
Well,
put on
this-
drill and be.
Well, this is
and it
the
gets
question
them
I
more
wanted to
angry,
ask.
do you
So
understand?
this is the question I want to ask you guys. What is your opinion on drill, which is for this era the problematic music, and other places it's been bashment, and
You
other
know
places
what?
it's been grind, but
My
garage. Yeah,
listen,
what's
opinion
drill
on
today?
drill for me is it's just an art form. Do you understand? Because you can't necessarily say, oh, because of drill, this is why the youths are doing this and doing.
No, they've been doing it.
Yeah,
They've been doing it from way,
doing it from
way
when we was
before.
young.
Yeah.
And the only reason why it's actually prominent right now, you can see it, is because of this. Do you understand? But all of this stuff that they were doing before, it was happening already.
I feel like drill's like our hood news reporter.
100%.
You know, just telling everyone what's really going on.
I completely agree. So here's the thing that bothers me about it. I love drill. I love drill. Like I kind of resisted it at first because I was really showing my age. I was like, no. But actually, it's all I've been listening to recently, you know what I'm saying? And I've been writing my own drill bars. I've been talking the most cap in these bars, yeah? Hold tight tomorrow. Me and tomorrow just write drill bars and literally we'll pretend like we're not that. But
Yeah.
the bars are hard, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I have been slapping drill, love it, but I feel conflicted. Like, I don't think they're to blame of the violence. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, kids in Chelsea listen to drill, but they're not drilling because they don't have to. But for me, I think where I feel conflicted now is the drill is really taken over to the point where the only time we're really seeing black people express themselves on a big scale in the UK is when they're talking about often real violence against black people. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's the stuff that always makes you feel a bit, it's hard to take because I know they're making people who've not lived that life very rich. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? And as well, when you go to concerts, like something I've always seen, like I've not gone to too many concerts, but like when I watch concerts, I'm like, this must be so jarring. Like just for black people generally, black musicians generally, but especially hip hop artists, to go to a concert like I like the Wu-Tang documentary and just see bare Midwestern white people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're talking about the traumatized and shit you went through on Staten Island or on fucking in West London, in Hackney, wherever. Yeah. It's just a jarring thing to know that that actually as well, not only do they like it, but they kind of don't like if you talk about happy shit too. Like Little Sim's album is amazing. You don't talk about it like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Little Sims has been incredible from day. She's one of the best ever. Do you know what I'm saying?
I told this guy about Lil Sims in 2013. 100%. I saw her in a pub in Dalston, bro. Wow. And I knew she's the one.
Amazing, but people don't really, you know what I'm saying?
But do you know why though? Because you see with drill, I think especially in London, and you know what, forget that, in the UK, drill resonates with a lot of people and a lot of the situation that we've gone through. Do you understand? So it's like, look, you got these youths, they're on the block, they're doing whatever. They're like, look, you know what, instead of us keep doing this and 50-50, our life can be taken away, let's do something that we can still talk about, but it's going to create another avenue for us to get out of it.
I have a different kind of perspective on that. I feel like with any sort of art form or anything that we experience, I think negativity always travels faster than anything good.
No matter what it is.
No matter what it is, you know. The reason why people always look at grime at one point and say, "Oh, this is devil's music." Now, garage. Now, that was at one point that because it was talking about negative things, and it was the people that were talking about these things were owning it, and they were essentially saying, "This is my truth." You know, listen to it. If you don't want to listen to it, fuck you anyway. That was the energy. And when you're telling people your message in that way, there's like an interest there. It's like, oh, why is everyone listening to this, or why is it there's a term that we use. When you're not in something but you want to know about it. There's things that we were talking about earlier.
What? I think just to interject with you, I think that's true to a point. But here's the thing, though. If that's really it's about negativity traveling faster, I think it's very true. You know what I mean? I know about all the bad things in news, but not the good stuff.
Sure.
That's true to an extent, but then it's not the same for white artists. No. Do you know what I'm saying? And they blow. Ed Sheeran jumps on Peru. H&RD doing their thing. H&RD ain't talking about.
No, they're not.
They're not talking about that.
They're talking about girls and that.
And I'm happy for them. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm happy for them. Do you know what I'm saying? It's good. Do you know what I'm saying? But like Justin Bieber jumps on. Do you know what I'm saying? But, so actually, is it only? I think it's actually about. It's going back to the other thing about blackness being something that is synonymous with pain and suffering, which isn't fair. It isn't true. And what you're saying about, I agree that it relates to a common experience, but I don't think it's the dominant experience.
No, it's not.
Because actually, if you think about people who do X, Y, Z, it is a proper minority, just like it is for every other race in the world. It's a minority of people that do this stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's the only thing we have, and trust me, I love it, and I want all of them to keep doing what they're doing. It's not, the blame is not with them in any way, shape, or form. They need to do what they're doing.
Yeah, but saying that, then I feel like because this type of music is ours. Because it's ours, we've pushed it to a point where now they have to pay attention to it. Does that make sense? Like you saying, Ed Sheeran sings about happy music and my love and whatever. Not like, I love Ed Sheeran, but Ed Sheeran doesn't appeal to. It might appeal to a lot of people out there, but it won't appeal to someone from certain parts of the of the hood and that's involved in a certain lifestyle. I mean, if that person decides that they want to do music and then eventually get off, and then Ed Sheeran wants to do a collab with them, woo, yeah, let's do a collab. But at a certain point in that person's life, they're not interested in what Ed Sheeran's got to say, because they can't relate to that in a sense. But if you have, and I'll talk about this from a generational point of view as well, like this is like now black music, call it black music, is like at the forefront of like the UK kind of scene. At one point 15 years ago, no one wanted to hear it. And that's got more to do with how much more people have access to it and can listen to it.
I completely agree with you, but I still think there's nuance to be found in this, because my issue isn't that it's liked. Of course it's liked. It's incredible music, but it's the only type of black music that is liked. You've got Morrison, Devlin, HRD, but you also got Dua Lipa and Ed Sheeran. There seems to be you can be all different types of white and make music, and blow.
Sure.
But at the moment, and to be honest, remember we used to have Teo Cruz and Labyrinth, Tiny Temper. It used to be more.
But then
whose fault is that?
But listen to this though. We have Teo Cruz, Tiny, all these man, yeah, cool. But then us as a black community will see them and be like, yo, you're a sellout, man.
That's fine. But for
why
me,
do we see it like that?
Yeah, exactly.
No, but you know what? I think is, for me, on a base level, just like, oh, you're not making the music I like anymore. For me, that's not the issue. The issue still is, like, when Dizzy did what he did, and this is my absolute favourite, yeah? When Dizzy did what he did, I was happy that he did what he did. And some things I liked more than others. But for me, it's the fact that they were all allowed to exist. That's my issue.
Okay.
Is right now, it seems like, for me, and I love music, but I'm not a music critic, so I could be wrong about this, but from where I'm looking out, more and more music, even like NSG, I flipping love NSG, and their vibe is mad, but they're still having to rap about madness in the vibe that they're putting out.
Yeah.
And it's like, actually, they used to be like Migraine Skank and da-da-da. Even Russ Millions, who's got his version of that, he's still talking about the maddest things.
But it's
and
fun. He tries to make it fun.
But and I think that's the thing, like, where's the nuance? That it's all one thing. It's all one thing. Same with
but we do have someone like LMA. We have like there's a whole bunch of artists.
Where? Tell me.
There's like Jack James. There's a few like that are kind of mirror made. There's a lot of like.
Remember, all the artists that you're talking about have gone over to America.
That's what I'm saying.
R&B is not.
Exactly.
Right, it doesn't work in this country.
Exactly.
That's my thing, but that
annoys me. I'm not gonna.
It's not that we don't have it. It's just that we don't want it right now. Not necessarily want it.
I don't think that's true. I think it's about the power. We only know about RD and H because they've been backed.
Yeah.
We know about certain prominent artists who are very good, you know what I mean, the Stormzy's of the world, etc. Because they are backed, you know what I'm saying? They have some backing. Do you know what I mean? Especially once past the independent thing, when a record label comes up, it's who are they choosing? That's my point. They are choosing certain people to really go far, and like, hold tight LMA and MNEK and all them people there for sure. But they're still in the scope of things, the least visible when it comes to black music. Do you know what I'm saying? The least visible. And I think that's thing for me, which I think is a systemic thing, which goes hand in hand with all the things we're talking about there.
Definitely. All links together.
Creating this illusion that it feels like this is the only experience. No, it's not.
They're creating a narrative for young black people.
Do you lot feel like this is just like a time period? Because like right now it's drill that's prominent and that's on top right now, But do you feel like probably in a year's or a couple of years' time where it's going to be another genre of music? So it could possibly be like an R&B or slow jazz.
I hope so. I feel like it's always going to be some sort of violent stuff. It's always going to be, that's going to be the thing that bangs the most
for black.
Well, apparently for us, but I don't think so. I actually think that I think it's about what we see more, in my opinion. Do you know what I'm saying? Who do we see?
And are you particularly talking about the UK?
I'm talking about specifically the UK. Do you know, I think the problem actually is more widespread, but not to the level it is, from my opinion, my perspective in the UK.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I want to be clear. I love drill. I don't want it ever to stop. Do you know what I'm saying? I love all of this stuff.
drill as well.
Yeah, but bro, like if we go back even a bit further, like the whole concept of hip hop, like that was all based around struggle. So now when we rap, like rap is associated with struggle, violence, and all these other different things from the get go. Obviously, there was parts of rap where they were very kind of conscious and like they were preaching, whatnot. And there was other parts of rap which was just pure violence. Do you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to a specific type of music that follows a certain type of pattern, it is associated with a type of energy.
I think that's deliberate.
It's deliberate.
Hip hop wasn't like from the start. Do you know what I'm saying?
It wasn't.
Like it became that from NWA, etc.
Yeah.
Rappers
But it never started. Have you seen what Dr. Dre was doing before NWA?
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I'm saying? He had a Mad Jerry Cole.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Fab Five, do you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So, but you realize what is making the most money.
Yeah.
And what makes the most money often is dictated by the powers that be. Of course, us in the audience have something to do. But think about as, I hate the word minorities, but as minorities, our money counts for something, but not that much when it comes to like what banks.
Yeah.
Financially, do you know what I'm saying? Which is why I think it's very deliberate. It's now again, I think actually the problem is more widespread. Like if you look at American hip hop, like it's all very much like self-destructive messages, which the tunes are amazing. It's a story that needs to be told, but it's the only story I hear now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the thing that's like makes me wonder, like, it always makes me just, when I take this music and I'm enjoying myself, there's a part of me that's like, damn man, this is deep, man. It's deep, yeah.
So what music would you like now? Okay, obviously you said drill, but it's like for you what the music that you listen to, is it more a feel good, I want to dance music, or you want to listen to like, yo, I want to shoot them up?
I listen to all types of music, bro. I like Lil Sims. Like in terms of UK artists, last couple albums I've been listening to. I don't know if you heard Gets' new album.
Yeah, it's amazing. One of the best ever.
Cold.
One of the best ever.
Cold.
What's your favourite on it?
Proud Family.
It's amazing. Do you know what? I love the one with the Brian McKnight sample. And I knew, when I heard it, I thought of you as well. 'Cause I knew you know that sample.
Yeah.
I
heard that straight away.
Emily Sunday, she the one singing on that.
Yeah.
It's a banger.
That album's cold.
Hop in and hop out. Yeah, it's amazing.
I like the garage song as well.
That's dope. Yeah, he rides that well. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
man.
that album, Sims.
That's one of my favorite UK albums ever.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's perfectly weighted as well. Like, it's just like,
Yeah.
really
Because you know what, like, obviously we've been listening to Gets for nearly 20 years now, so it's just like he was very gritty in the beginning. I'm talking
very
ghetto, not even
very ghetto. Yes,
ghetto. That's what his name was.
With the teeth,
everything, bro.
Yeah.
He's proper like.
Yeah, we're not ugly, man. We're just all broke, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
But do you not think? Do you feel like there's like finesse industry plants where they deliberately put certain artists like Rob? You know what? I know they're gonna blow. We're gonna just give them everything.
Yeah, I've heard about this and I have my suspicions, but I wouldn't want to say anyone because end of the day I like their music. Do you know what I'm saying? But like. If there are such things that are happening, and I have no idea about it, Peter would know more than that.
Yeah, definitely.
But for me, I feel like there ain't nothing wrong with that, except if it's taking the spot of someone who really, really needs it. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? That's my issue with it, really.
Yeah. You like Central C?
I wasn't really feeling it, but then I actually, because I just was like, I didn't like the orange. But then
I love orange, man.
But then I saw some videos one night. My friend was showing me, and I literally was like, "This guy's fucking amazing.
He's so cold,
he's so amazing." I literally went and bought orange track.
I feel like obviously within the drill scene, I feel like Digga D is 50 and he's Ja Rule.
That's a really interesting comparison.
Got a spotty for that.
Literally, because Ja Rule used to make the tunes
right.
for the ladies, and he was very smooth with it. It was still rough, it was still hip hop, but it was a bit more refined and made for radio. 50 was making radio stuff, but he was doing more for the streets. Still making tunes for the streets. And that's what Digga D is.
Again, I love Digga D's another one. Flipping the door, Digga D. Man.
He
reminds me of. It doesn't remind me of me at all, but like. The way he raps remind me of how I used to behave in secondary school.
Very wild.
Wild, with no regard for human life.
No,
I love it, man. He's so talented. So talented.
You know what, guys? Like in terms of like finesse, just like moving on sideways. Like, so I've been watching on Netflix the Tinder Swindler. Guys, I'm not gonna lie,
I haven't seen it still.
Have you seen it?
I heard about it.
Have you heard of it?
I've not seen it. No, but I've heard the concept.
It's basically this guy. He basically acted as a diamond dealer.
No, he was a son of a
son of a diamond dealer, and basically, he's dating multiple women, and he's asking them for peas because obviously he's taking them on dates like private jet.
Is he Nigerian?
Bro,
Probably
you would think.
If it's not, I'm watching it.
He's Jewish.
And he's taking them on
Probably
like
half.
private jets, dates, and this and this and this. And then what he's doing is like he's using like crazy scenarios to ask these women for money. Like,
Bro, that's very Nigerian. Yeah.
like taking pictures of like him and his security, like saying, "Yo, we're about to get robbed, we're about to get killed.
So he
Can
basically
you bust me 20 grand?"
So he would basically lure this woman in, and then what he will do is he will show them a lifestyle that they've never seen before.
Never seen before.
Talking jets, private this, private that, and he'll give him a lifestyle for like a week, 2 weeks, whatever, and then he gets them to a stage where he's got them by like. They're hooked now. Like this is the perfect person. He's rich. He's like he's handsome. He's he's got shit going on. So, and then once he grabs them in, like lures them in, and then he kind of finesses money out of them and he'll be like, oh, I've got to pay this person, or he's gonna do this to me. Can you get like £20,000?
I'll pay you back
out on your name, and then transfer it to this account so I can pay this person, and then like
And people are falling for this.
Yeah.
The craziest thing is that these women that he's actually lured them in, they're going out and taking out multiple
Loans. They ain't got the money.
Loans.
What's he doing?
Loans.
Like, do you understand?
How is he?
This is what I'm saying. He's got these women literally on their knees praying to him because he's just so godly, and this lifestyle is built.
That's
and
terrifying.
And like he's
proper nice to him as well, isn't it? Like
this is a man who understands woman's weakness, basically. Like
those women's
those women's weakness. Those women's weakness. So
yeah.
Okay, I'll take it back.
Gets cancelled.
Yeah.
No, we'll get cancelled, man. You just gotta understand. You learn. You go through it.
Do you know what's the craziest thing as well? It's like
most women.
This guy.
I don't support that message. I don't support that message in any way, shape, or form. I really do not condone it at all.
No.
It gets to the point. It gets to the point where these women are starting to kind of like clock on a little pattern. Do you understand? But he's got them like on the feet, like because he's basically saying, "Listen."
He was about to say by the balls,
Yeah,
but women don't have balls, so you can't say
You know
that.
what it is? It's like,
You have to say that so bad.
He's saying to them like, "Listen, like, if you don't do this, I've got your passport. I've got snapshots of your passport, your address, and everything. So now they're in threat because they're thinking, Ross,
This is crazy.
he's got everything of mine.
Has he said?
Yeah,
he
of
says that to
course,
them.
of course.
So he then threatens them.
Yeah,
He flips it up.
He flips it because obviously he's like, yo, like, where's the money and everything? It's not coming through. But now,
And then what he does is, so once the money comes through, then he puts that woman to a side, and then he uses that money to get his next victim, and he showed the next victim a lifestyle, and then once he gets her, like on her knees and being like, "Oh my God, you are the perfect man for me," and then he does the same thing. He's like, "Yo, my enemies are after
just
me.
a circle.
You need to
It's
get
bouncing
like
one
literally,
after the
yeah."
other.
It's nefarious, man.
and these are not like, oh, like £100. I mean, 20 grand,
50, yeah, like-
100k, 200k.
These women,
So there must be like majority like white women
no, they're all white.
to
they're
get
all white.
Yeah, all
to
white.
take that loan out in the first place.
Yeah.
That's a mad thing.
Yeah.
Do you know anyone that can go and take a 50 grand loan?
Man,
I don't.
because your credit score must be really
Literally, very green.
Your credit score
Literally.
must be really good
Wow.
for you to take
Yeah,
that
yeah,
amount
yeah.
of money. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But guys, I want to ask.
A lot of these women are still paying back the loan
That's
until
mad.
today.
Ooh, that's
has
crazy.
he been nicked?
So he
Yeah.
has been nicked.
But not for those crimes.
Not for those crimes, because he only got like 5 to 6 months. But basically, what he's doing, it actually wasn't a crime because he was asking them for money, and they were gladly going to do it.
Yeah.
So
So
you
he
didn't
wasn't
get-
coercing. He wasn't
He was coercing.
no. He was persuading.
Yeah, they saw it as that.
Wow.
But now, let me.
Yeah, he's definitely not Nigerian.
But let me.
Definitely not.
If it was
Can't
the
persuade
other way
shit.
round, if it was the other way round from our side, if he got caught, how do you think that would have run?
As in saying like if he was
He's black.
Yeah, like obviously, like
Why you got a bring the black card in this?
No, but I'm just saying.
No, actually,
joking,
I
I'm
know
joking.
what happened.
Yeah, you go to
He'd be
jail.
swinging from the trees.
Yeah.
He'd be on a rope. That's where he'd be.
100.
He'd be strange fruit. That's what he'd be.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. That's amazing. I can't. That is
man.
sensational.
I need to watch it. I mean,
I need to watch it.
I have a good idea of what it's about. I've heard a lot of people.
I'm so shocked that
it has to be a film.
Up to the persuasion coercion sounding like a Nigerian man.
Yeah, he did.
Literally, but you're right. We can't persuade.
Definitely not.
Coerce.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Wow.
He even tried to like sue like the documentary because obviously they're exposing like his whole life, like what he's been doing and everything.
I see him. He's still out. He actually has an
he's
Instagram,
out.
bro.
Yeah, he's still out.
Like, bro, in nice cars, chilling.
Still out here,
He's
bro.
got
out here.
He's got a whole girl. He's got a whole girl now who knows exactly what he's done. She's happy with it. Apparently, she came out and like did some talk as well.
Strange, man.
Yeah, man.
Strange.
It's
Weird.
during the documentary, because basically one of the ladies still had like some of his possessions to sell because he must have gave it to her. But during like the conversation, she was still getting calls for people for like buying his stuff, like his watches, his rings and stuff like that, still to this very day.
Yeah. So the last girl basically found out about his schemes and started kind of playing his game, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, you need money? Let me sell your stuff. Let me sell your items. Let me sell your chain. Let me sell your watch. So and so and so." So she finessed a lot of money out of him to a point where now they've made a whole documentary. So they've literally like all the people that were on the documentary was people that were victims.
There's a lot of madness in this world.
But it's a very, very interesting, very interesting story.
Netflix guys, Tinder Swindler.
Tinder Swindler. I can't wait for the blockbuster film to come out because I think they're gonna do a really good job in making him look like. And I want Leonardo DiCaprio to play him.
Of course, man. Of course. Leonardo's that guy, bro.
Leonardo
What, to play?
Of
Tinder
course.
Swindler. Yeah.
Mad.
I think he'll kill that role.
He kills every role.
Yeah.
Guys, what if it was you? Like, if you were in the mix-up, so you lot had the, what would you do to the girl?
If I got like that,
Yeah.
no one's giving me a 50 grand loan.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So she might have got like a 2 grand wonga. So I'd literally be like, oh, I'm a fool. Like, I'm a fool. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm a fool. But here's the thing as well. There's the other thing is like, because of the gender flip, I would never feel threatened. When they would threaten me, I don't have that history of being threatened by women.
Yeah.
As you know, the threat of violence is not the same. Do you know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't exactly go the other way around, which is I can understand why he got away with so much.
On the flip side, bro, like there's a lot of men out there being finessed a lot out of by women.
They know what they're doing. They don't care. These sugar daddies, no. They literally just drop off. You know what I'm saying?
They want the pooch, bro.
Literally, they're damn fools and they know it.
Yeah, they know it.
Yeah,
man.
they're
Don't
buffoons.
give a damn. I'm getting that ass.
Yeah. So there's, you know what I'm saying? So I would say if you're looking at the flip side, there's thousands of women who are literally out here finessing man. You know what I'm saying? We can go as far as saying, you know, there's a lot of women out there who are just going on dates to eat free meals, bro. So
That's it. Fill up their belly and bust out.
You know what? I don't think there's anything wrong with that, man.
I don't think there's anything wrong with
I
it.
think-
But I just don't like the double standard.
But here's the thing: you got to participate in a double standard. I hear that there is a double standard.
there is a double standard.
There's always double standards
Yeah.
both ways. You get you know what I'm saying for sure. But I think at this point, as a grown man, you know what I'm saying. Like if you're gonna go and buy a meal for this person, that's on you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
100.
That's on you.
Yeah.
Like,
Even
really,
saying that, if the man is going out of his way to buy this person a meal, he's expecting something out from her as well.
There you go. I buy friends people meals and stuff like that. I'm not
but
expecting
your intentions are different when you're going out with a friend.
You can't be.
He doesn't mean friend. He doesn't mean friend. He means friend.
I'm talking about friend.
That's
You
all
want to
friend.
go.
That's all friend.
That's what I meant.
A friend you want to get friendly with.
Yeah. Friendly with her. No. Yeah, I've been on dates and I guess dates. Yeah. Anyway, but am I crazy enough to think if I buy someone Nando's?
No.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's gonna,
Bro, so that's how some men think, though.
I know.
Yeah.
Most.
Yeah.
Most. It's a crazy thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, maybe not on that specific day. You're not expecting some
even
coochie.
expect it on that day.
But some are. But if you play your cards right, you can definitely get a little, you know, get the tensions up and high. So that for the next time.
Oh, you gonna say hand job?
Wait. What's the way of playing your cards right?
Huh?
What's the way of playing your cards right?
Just don't be hungry, bro.
But you're at a restaurant.
Is it about to go halves?
Don't say hungry. I'm talking about.
Listen, I don't think there's no wrong, right, whatever.
No, when I say don't be hungry, I mean actually like don't be out here trying to get your dick wet on the first date. Just suss her out to go out on a date, get to know this person, and see like how long it's gonna take you to
But,
Shut up.
wait, no, I want to ask this question. So hold on. So wait.
Oh, please.
You take this girl.
Not like you ever tried to get your dick wet on the first date.
Hold on. You take this girl in a 5-star restaurant. I'm like thinking, hold on. You take this girl in a 5-star restaurant. You get a nice.
I'm never taking anyone to a 5-star restaurant. Let's take it that way.
Wow.
I don't have the money to take you to a 5-star restaurant. Let's
Freestyle.
Is that
stop that.
what you do?
No,
Freestyle.
I'm saying you take her to the SHARD and all of that. You spent a lot of money on that one night.
Yeah.
Are you expecting for something else at the end of the night?
Me? I'm not taking no one to the SHARD on 5-star. So for me, I'll take you. I don't want to say too much because then I'll get in trouble outside of here. But listen. This is what I think.
Morley's.
If I know of certain people who've done uppermost, went to the SHARD, wear the best clothes because they want to impress this girl. I say you're an idiot because if you start up there.
Oh my God. I disagree, man. I don't think you're an idiot. Here's the thing though. What is it must impressing a woman mean that you may have impressed them, they just might not want to sleep with you.
But hold on.
They might not want to get to that place. Also, they might not be feeling you.
If you don't have the pockets for a SHARD.
Well, that's a different situation. If you have
If
money.
you don't have this, but if you do have it,
You went to the financial route.
My point is, there's a lot of guys out there who don't have SHARD money, but they'll make a budget for a SHARD date.
Okay.
Sade.
No pun intended. But
That was good. I like that.
but they'll make a budget for a SHARD date because they want to impress this hot baddie, and then they want
You
to
know
see how
what's
far they
wrong
wanna go
with that? But then now you have to keep up this
Exactly.
image.
Exactly.
And then you
But
get
what I'm
found out
saying
eventually.
is, what I'm saying is, maybe don't start over here, don't start over there, start somewhere in between.
Start where you're at.
Start where you at.
You know what I
Start
mean?
where you at.
Start where you're at.
And
What if where you're at is
go
down
to
there?
a picnic.
Start there.
Picnic.
It all goes, but here for me, here's the thing for me. It goes go back to the same thing we're talking about communication. There's so much.
100.
I don't agree that with dating you have to keep everything mysterious
swear to-
for it to be sexy or
of
to be
course,
whatever.
of
Like
course,
I feel like actually there's a power in understanding people. Like, oh, where are you in your life? What do you want? Do you know what I'm saying? And I think I'm learning to have that conversation as early as possible.
110%.
You know,
Get out
you
the
know what I
way.
mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you ain't got money to pay for both.
Yeah.
Does that mean that now we can't whatever? And I think most people are. If people are brave enough to communicate, then these sort of issues don't.
I think
become
social
irrelevant.
media's twisted that whole concept up, and I feel like because of social media, a lot of men have a lot of pride now to say that. Because bro, like you go on all these other platforms now, bro. Like Lethal B just recently come out and said, bro, like man, them you need to come out when you're taking the girl out. She shouldn't be paying on the first date at all. You don't know. You can't be talking about everyone's pocket, bro. Everyone, as you said, everyone's situation is different.
No. There's a gentleman's kind of playbook.
Yeah, there is.
You know what I'm saying? There's
I'm
a
not saying
gentleman's
it's
playbook.
wrong.
Would you allow a woman to pay on the first date for you guys?
I don't mind.
You see everyone on pause?
What's wrong with that?
Where are we going?
What's that? What first? You say first date?
Wait,
Say first date.
The way your voice
He was tasting the food already. Yeah, this one is sweet.
Man, I need to buy some new cameras,
Did you
bro.
say first date?
Yeah.
Do you know what?
There's this one quote that 50 said, yeah, and it was asked on one talk show, and he was asked, who should pay on a first date? And he goes, whoever's idea was to go out.
That's a fair one.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah,
That's a fair one. And
know what I'm
it's real. Yeah, that's
a real one.
Kind of makes sense. Yeah, I'm saying.
So if you're asking me to come out and, you know.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, then
I think
I'm
that's
not
a very
gonna
Do
take
you
care
leave
of
your
it.
wallet at home or do you still
Leave your wallet at home.
No,
This
I
guy
won't leave my wallet.
What's your plans? bro?
No, what is your plan? What is your plan?
How you getting there? How you getting there?
You got to pay for your travel too?
God.
Hey, you're a fucked up
my
dude, man.
days.
No, I'm just saying.
No, I wouldn't leave my wallet at home. No matter the situation.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, it's mad, bro.
Because you don't know. You
saying,
can't.
guys.
There's shit is so could literally switch up. Shit is so unpredictable. So you got to have your wallet with you.
Please
at
take your wallet
at
out,
all
man.
time.
Please.
But going back to it, if you know, I'm using that analogy. If she asks me out, then and she wants to be like, oh yeah, don't worry, this and that. I'll be like, yo, I'm just gonna.
I think again, it's about communication,
yeah,
man.
exactly. Comes
And I
back to
think
that.
here's the thing: what we also need to communicate is if you meet someone and you feel that pressure,
Yeah.
what's bad in saying, do you know what, like, you know,
can't do this.
Yeah, I feel a pressure to pay right now.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe want to pay, but I just want to talk about this thing. If you're feeling that way, communicate how you're feeling, man. People can't read minds.
You don't get to that awkward moment when the bill comes. You're both looking at it. It's a stare off. Like,
You know what? In the spur of the moment, it's very difficult to do that.
We have to learn. We have to learn how to quiet our ego. We have to learn how to understand those things because they just get in the way of our own happiness. Do you know what I'm saying? And also the person that we're with. But I think you can definitely have them conversations, and if that's how you're feeling inside, I think you can definitely communicate that. Do you know what I mean?
You're dropping some gems today. When's the book coming out, man?
I got a poetry book out, man.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Man, I got poetry. You can take that.
Link
Yeah,
in
no, I
the
wouldn't-
bio.
Yeah, bare links in this bio, man.
What you say that, but there's never no link in the
There's no level in
What the hell,
it.
bro?
Well, you know.
This guy.
You know, link in the bio.
If the link's not in the bio, it's his fault.
Yeah, it's his fault.
Not our fault.
Yeah.
I'm saying that, man.
Yeah, man.
But this has been a really
chat,
good.
man.
I'm sorry to have been here, man.
Yeah,
Thank you so
man.
much.
Definitely.
Yeah.
No, I
Definitely
think-
got to come back, man. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But I definitely thought of something before. I don't know if you're gonna do it or not, but obviously people don't know that you rap or you sing. If you could do a
Don't put pressure on him like that,
Bro,
man.
this guy's.
Can you drop us a little?
man.
Can you drop us a little?
You don't have to.
Drop us a
You
little
don't have
something.
to.
You don't have to, bro.
If you want to.
No, don't.
This the end. Are you him?
Don't.
Playing the bar.
Don't.
Don't.
Don't listen to this.
don't.
If you want
Nah,
to, if you want to do a little something just to show people your skills, you know.
You know,
You need to show his skills,
Some
bro.
people
Man.
just know you as an actor. I know you as an artist and singer.
I respectfully decline.
Damn!
Reason, yeah.
Damn!
Because if I was to freestyle right now, it'll be bars sending for you because he left me when I was getting rap.
And I will send bars back, and then there'll be a rap battle. Yeah, but bro, love for coming.
Thank you,
Love,
man.
man.
Proud
You know,
of you.
I think one of the main things that we've kind of taken out from this whole conversation, from the time we started until actually the last topic we spoke about, was communication. Communication. Yeah,
Especially, and that's something I wanted to mention just generally, like I think it's out there now, something we're speaking about more, just like men's mental health. All the things you talk about, we all go through, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially black people mental health, but as black men, we really don't talk about this shit ever.
Yeah.
And you know, me and you've had conversations about the
of
amount of
course.
black men we know in our lives that, you know, we rub shoulders with and suddenly they're in situations that I just feel like, not to scare anybody, but we need to not assume we're that far away from it.
Yeah, of course.
If we went through the same thing,
Yeah, man.
how can that be something that's so far away from us?
100.
Yeah, man, I think we got to communicate with each other as much as we can.
Not to bring it back up, but like, you know, that whole situation with Yems, that I met him for the first time at one recording
At a
session.
shoot.
Yeah, and then I just kind of felt his energy was just pure. Like he was
Pure,
such a
man,
good
pure.
person. But you wouldn't have never known where his head was
No.
from meeting him at point.
Exactly.
And that just, you know, all it takes is you know, just having a conversation.
Got to
with
talk to
some
each other, and I think
Yeah.
everyone, you'll be surprised by what you receive when you open up to someone.
100%,
You know what I'm saying?
bro. Yeah.
And people that may not be ready and not be equipped, but they'll definitely show you like, yo, I may not know what to say, but I want you to be here. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
And you know what? Just to end it off, guys, it's just so important. If there's something on your mind, if you got stuff going on, the people around you, all your friends, express yourself. That's all you need to do is express yourself. Because
Express yourself.
Guys,
It's been C.A.N
C.A.N
podcast.
podcast. Myself, Mr.
It's
Mon.
not my name, mate.
Take your
Steal the name.
Elmo in the car. Yo, we got
Aye.
Abe's. Thanks for coming through, my
man.
bro.
Thank you.
Through.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Guys,
Love,
C.A.N
love.
podcast to the world.
Yeah. Hey, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that noti bell on all that good YouTube stuff. We out.
Brr.